In the last video, I kind of got stuck trying to publish to Gigalixir, and that was due to a certificate issue. And after some Googling, I found the solution was just that I needed to do in the Windows subsystem for Linux sudo apt update, get the app transport HTTPS certificates, and update certificates. That got rid of that certificate error, and then I had another error related to something about what was it? ES build. So then I updated the build pack, the Phoenix build pack version, the one that when we were following the tutorial, this thing. I put the most recent version here. So now what I want to do is but locally, I think I'm using just what is it in here? Okay, in here it's a different version, and also in my terminal here it's a different version. So in here, node version is a different version. So I want to update this one. How do I update this one in VS Code? Not being responsive right now. Let's open up VS Code again. Is my mouse broken? Why won't this? I might need a reboot. You're actually getting a crash here. And so I wonder what that's about. Oh, it's trying to connect to the WebSocket. And it can't connect that way, right? Live WebSocket. Okay, so let's look at our configuration here. Let's see. Just close this. Config prod. Config. Pub sub. Is it endpoint? We'll have to move this to a secret. Socket live. Let's see, which one was it trying to connect to? I think it should be any live view, right? This has no live view. This is a live view. Yeah, I tried to go to live WebSocket and the connection failed because it might be because we haven't finished the proper setup in Gigalixir. Let's see. There might be a couple other things I need to do. So prerequisites, create the account, set up the app for deploys, prepare your app. So all we did was push it. So we pushed the code there. we created a database, but we specified the build packs, but we didn't we provisioned a database, and all we did was push it. And we ran our migrations, but we did not do this, modify an existing app. So I think we want the distillery version. That way we can have hot upgrades. Okay, using mix. Yeah, we didn't even do this. For an example app that uses mix and works on Gigalixir, do this. Then append something like this in prod. Don't replace what you already have, just add this to the bottom. Okay, so we needed, I think we needed server true. That's what we needed. Okay. Now let's make this a little bit bigger. Move this over. And look at our prod. Move this over here. So, okay, we have our endpoint here. And possibly not needed, but doesn't hurt. Okay. Put that in. Copy there. Well, let's bring in this whole thing. Copy. Paste. URL host. Okay, yes, that needs to be updated for sure. 80 becomes this thing, URL host Gigalixir app port. Okay. Then cache static manifest. Okay, keep that, I guess. And add the following two things: secret key base, which we'll get from the system, and the server true. And then for the repo, so that's prod. Out. Liveview mailer swoosh. Runtime? What does it say? Runtime is executed for all environments, including during releases. It is executed after compilation and before the system starts, so it's typically used to load production, configuration, and secrets from environment variables that also do not define any compile time configuration here, as it won't be applied. If prod equals prod, oh, interesting. If configure variable equals prod, get database URL, or say it's missing. Database URL config repo URL becomes the database URL. Pool size, string to environment pool size, or 10. Secret key base gets from secret key base. Anyway, they asked us to update prod. And so we have the endpoint here, but we don't have anything about to get SSL working. You need to add the SS key to the previous section and set your URL port to 3. Okay, this thing didn't say anything about that yet. Config the XR repo adapter. Okay, let's just copy this. Copy and paste. Adapter. Alright. Tool by setting your configuration, we'll set it for you. Okay, let's try to add these. So git commit, and here we are. Set up production deploy. Set up prod deploy for gig. Push Gigalixir. Dash force. So we added server true. Maybe that will help with the liveview socket. Okay, allegedly deployed. Let's take a look. Okay, we got this far. It looks like the setting worked. Now we just have to make a change to allow us to not have to pick a template, which I think we can do that fairly easily. That live view comes from here, live space live. In the index, we have actually, what is it? It's a modal component, form, live modal form component. And here we go. If action is new, then it says live component, templates component. And here, disable this if there's no template. So let's just remove this thing. We'll just allow you to submit it even without that. And I think we can just get rid of the templates component. We have component live and we have space. Templates component is over here, which mounts there if it's included, and then it, for every template that it can find base here, it will force you to pick one. So yeah, we'll just leave it out. We'll just leave it out. Just take this away. So on our local machine, this will look like this. So we go over here and I'm going to provide a name, and it saves. I can enter it, and I can add a box. Alright, so let's see if that works up there. So I'm going to commit the change, disable template requirement on space creation form, and git push Gigalixir.